Hey guys, welcome to my channel Success Sequence. If you have been observing, we are daily analyzing Nifty and Bank Nifty for their important levels and upcoming views. So, since past couple of weeks, I have been receiving lots of new subscribers, and all they are coming up to me and asking me what are all these strategies and how we can also learn it. So, to do that, you can go to my YouTube channel, type Success Sequence, and you will find my channel. Click on it, and go to playlist section. So in playlist section I have mentioned many things, so if you want to start about it and if you want to learn it properly, I will tell you how you should go about it. First you should learn about the candlestick pattern. So here is a playlist. In this playlist you will try and I have explained the various concepts about candlestick in a very simplistic manner. So if you are really interested in understanding how the candlestick works and just get a feel how you should be able to read the candlestick on a simplistic basis, I'll encourage you to check out this playlist. Further, after you are through with your candlestick analysis, I'll request you to please go through some of the strategies that I have uploaded. This is the section, make money from your mobile. So in this section I have mentioned what is the MACD, how you can use it, what are various other concepts that you should be knowing if you want to trade in market. So MACD is explained in great detail. Apart from that, which app you should be using for technically to do technical analysis, that app, how to set it up, what are the charts, and how to load all the indicators, everything is explained in here. So you can also check out this section if you want to use the same software and want to learn about how to set up charts that I have been doing. So you can go and check it out. Further, uh, in this section I have explained many things about options. This section is very important, though I have been receiving a lot of queries in this section because people are not able to grasp the concept. But guys, trust me, I have made my best effort to make to explain the various concepts in a very simplistic manner. So I'll request you, if you are not able to grasp this video, I'll request you to watch it twice or thrice. This is the only way you can able to understand it. So what are the call option, what are the put option, why the option long who have gone option long on option loses money more often than the persons who has gone short on options. So all these stuffs are explained here. Apart from that, the technical concept like what is data, delta, gamma, theta, rho, everything is explained here. And how to read option chain, everything is explained in detail in this section. So if you are through with this three playlist, then I'll encourage you to go on to option strategies section. In this section I have explained many strategies, like what strategies you should be using, what are the triggers that you should watch out for. That trigger are very clearly explained, and everything is explained very neat and clean with example on a real data. So if you want to learn what are the option strategies, when you should use it, which option strategy should be used, you can check out this section. After you complete all this playlist, I'll request you to go to the educational training recommendation. So basically in this section, what I have done is uh, I have put together all the knowledge that I have so far acquired, and we try to call for the important labels and the views that we should be looking for the next day. So in this channel, in this particular section, I upload my views on a daily basis. So it's a very handy tool for you to practice and see how the strategies has worked so far. So I'll encourage you to please go through it. In this section I have also shown the WhatsApp updates that I have been sharing with my subscribers, so you can also check that out to check the performance of mine. So after you do all this, I'll request you to please pursue the strategy for some time and use it to use it on a daily basis, I'll request you. So if you do it on a consistently daily basis, you will able to understand the various concepts of it. So if you use it on a daily basis, you will be able to learn many things, because this is not something like just two averages moving crossing each others and buy and sell. There are various concepts. We use many things. We use option chart, option data to confirm our analysis. So various things are there. It requires a very very much practice or quite an amount of time to get well versed with it. So I'll request you to go through all these sections, practice it for a time. If you want to check how to call for the labels or how to predict the views, you can always go on my educational trading recommendation, where I have regularly posting videos, and you should watch it to learn that how have been analyzing the nifty and bank nifty, so that you can also try and do the same thing. So now let's come on to the topic that we should be discussing. So in this past week, we have seen the market coming down from its high very rapidly, and we now what we are witnessing is 55 days exponential moving average level is closed and market is trading below it. So this is a very dangerous level, and if market persist downwards from here, we can see a huge volatility in the market in the coming days. So there are some things that we should have been looked at, and if someone is able to identify that early, they should have been able to identify this fall much earlier. So first and foremost thing, if you see, the market has been testing its just a second, important moving averages. So first test was done here, then market came back, then the second test of moving averages was also done here, then market came up. Third test, in the third test, market did break below to its 55 days exponential moving average, but that level also held and market went up to new highs. But to find out whether this bounce is sustainable or not, what we could have done is we could have looked at the MACD. So if you see clearly, MACD is showing a negative divergence here. So if you see, this is the high where market has gone. From there, market went up to this level, but see the MACD has gone down. So clearly a negative divergence here, which is calling for a down levels. So if you see here, if you just watch out here, market went here up, then market went to new highs. But look at the MACD is clearly declining, so it is a negative divergence. If you do not know what is a negative divergence and positive divergence, you can check out the videos that I have uploaded. So first thing was here, it is showing a negative divergence on a daily chart. Apart from that, if you observe a weekly chart, so I have also mentioned about this on my one video, that I have clearly mentioned that if we see a fall from this, we can see the levels that it has been trading right now. So if you see here, after a good amount of up move, after an uptrend, we see a doji shows indecision and bearish crossover here, and the resistance of RSI, which tested twice. So if you go here, you can check out that this is the first resistance that has been tested. After that, this is the second time the resistance was tested, and it finally hold and market went down. So that was the first thing. Apart from that, if you see the moving averages, here you can see the market has generated a bearish crossover, and from then on resistance are holding. So market did try to bounce back. This bounce back I predicted very easily, because this was an important level, and market was not in a negative territory at that time. But since then, market came up, and this is the level 10,083 level is proving to be a tough resistance. Market tried twice to break out that level, but it did not, and eventually it went down. First it broke it 30 days 8 days exponential moving average, then back to back 30 days, then 21 days, then 34 days, and finally 55 days exponential moving average is now broken, and market is trading below zero line. So MACD is also trading near the zero line, so that is also not good. Further, RSI resistance was also there. If you can closely observe here, this was the first resistance that market faced here, exactly at a MACD top here. If you see here, the market faced resistance, market came down, then also market did face similar level of resistance here, and then RSI came down. So all in all, if you have been observing the things closely, I think this fall should have been identified earlier. But since a support level was holding back to back, so uh, I thought this level should hold, but eventually market did not hold this level, and we are seeing the down move now. MACD, RSI, and moving average, all these things we are continuously observing. Now one more indicator that is very good to identify trend and the strength of a move, or uh, how strong the up move or down move is. For that you can use CCI. CCI is a commodity channel index. This indicator was basically used to identify trends in a commodity market, but it is now widely used in every instrument where technical analysis is applied. So basically CCI is something, it shows a range. So plus 100 and minus 100, if CCI values is between this range, there is no need, it's a very normal thing. Then the CCI values should normally hold between 100 and minus 100, but above 100 and below minus 100, it shows the strength of a trend. So if you watch out here, if you did see from here, market went above the 100 level, and you can see that strength of the trend was very nice. It never came back below 100, and finally it broken 100 line here. So if you combine everything, we see that market was about market should fall. So here you can see the resistance was prevailing. CCA also coming down. First it broke zero line, and now it's trading in negative zone, minus 191. So this level is very dangerous. It is the maximum level that it can assume. So it shows that the strength of this bear trend is very high, and it should hold. So these are the things that I felt I should be sharing with you, and that's what I did. If you have any query or comment, you can always post it on my video, post it in a comment section of video. Apart from that, not every time we can or we should be able to identify the market moves, but what we can do is we can try and identify the important levels that we should be watching out. So if you are subscribed to my WhatsApp, I have already shared the important levels that you guys should definitely watch out for. If those levels were break, we can see much more down move, and if those levels were held on a closing basis, we can see some sort of up move in the days ahead. So that's it for the today's video, guys. If you like my video, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, share it to your friends and family, or in case if you have any doubt, you can mention it in the comment section of the video. Thank you for the watching.